What happened is this. I was sitting at my desk at home thinking about how to make the story of European civilization come alive to a bunch of first-year students, when suddenly I realized I didn't care. I could see their stupid little faces, and I saw that there was nothing that I could say that would make them see that history is actually a meaningless pile of misinformation written by those who want to hide the truth. So yeah, I picked up my laptop and I threw it off the balcony along with most of the contents of my apartment. And then the police came, and then the therapists got involved, and then they put me in here with you. Hello, Opa! Sorry I missed your funeral. I was busy. You wrote your story. It's all here. You think this lets you off the hook? Well, are you just going to sit there? I have one or two things I want to say to you.
What do you want to say, Anna?
Did you tell me the truth when I was a kid?
About what?
The war, what happened to you?
I always told you the truth. I didn't necessarily tell you everything.
Why not?
Even now, it's difficult to understand.
I'm all ears.
How are you, Libra?
Oh, I've been better. I check in with my doctor regularly.
I think I was unsure of what happened to you.
To me? What? Are you my psychiatrist now? I grew up with Opa's war stories. He talked about growing up on the farm, tending the horses, the jokes he and his brothers would play on one another. He talked about the invasion and the heroism of the resistance, but he had his limits. There were things he wouldn't talk about. We talked about my father. Did you love him?
Of course I was.
Did you kick him out of the house? Were you a collaborator?
Stop asking these things. I wrote what I couldn't say.
Enter my mother's side of the family. Oh, good old Gran grew up in the Netherlands too, but she rarely talked to me about her experiences there.
Why would I want to? I lived in a village. It was boring. We were hungry. Then we were liberated. And now I'm Canadian.
See what I mean? She thinks she's being funny, but really she's just pushing me away. And when they didn't think I was listening, Gran and Mom talked about those days too. The hard days of occupation, immigration, my mother's brief marriage to my father, and also other things that I couldn't understand then.
Just tell her. She'll figure it out on her own, and then she'll hate you for hiding it.
I need to get out of here.
No, it is my life and my story. Leave it alone, Joanna.
It's not just your story. The gray men.
Anna?
Let go, Mark! Oh, get your hands off me! Oh, guns, fire, blood.
me?
Why do I keep having this dream? Why?
Look, do you think it would be possible, when Annika comes to visit, to not talk about the war for once?
I never talked about the bad parts of the war with her. I only talked to her about life in Holland. Nothing scary and nothing terrible.
Then why is she dreaming about it? Can you explain that?
No, I can't. Can you?
Oh, you stubborn!
My dear old dad offed himself in a barn, and nobody at home talks about that one.
Hannah! We don't know why. It just happens that way sometimes.
Yeah, it just happens that way sometimes.
Anna, I loved him.
Did you? Did he know that? Too many sinkholes in my mind! Oh, I wish I was a kid again.
Olga. Olga. Liebeke. Solika. Olga. Olga.
Knoll.
Olga.
Volke.
Liebeke.
Solike.
Olga.
Volke.
Knol.
Olike.
Olga.
Liebeke.
Solika.
Olike.
Olga.
Knoll. Olike. Volke. Liebeke. Solike. Olike. Volke. Knoll. Apke. Dapke. Ringel. Sapke. Apke. Dapke. Dog. Olike. Volke. Liebeke. Solike. Olike. Volke. Knoll.
There you are, Anna. Talking to the cows again?
Cows are wise old creatures, can't they, Truth?
I'll inform the local farmers. What happened to your hair? You were supposed to have it in the house, remember? Learn to keep your feet on the ground and your hands busy. My father used to say.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Well, he was convinced most human problems could be solved with a little hard work. You finished your 20 rows? How is knitting going to help end the depression? Knitting is the beginning of a scarf that's going to keep someone's neck warm. A warm neck connects to a healthy body, and a healthy body does a day's work. My mother said that. Or something like it.
I hate knitting. It cramps my fingers.
Huh. Do this. You can finish up later. You're welcome to stay for supper. We're having hot spots. Then home from the church meeting soon, if the flame's on fine.
Church meeting? What are they talking about now?
You wouldn't be interested.
I might be.
Something about Article 30-something, baptism, authority of synod, or something.
Oh, you're right. I'm not interested.
Are you coming in, Anna, or are you going to stay out here with the cows?
I'll come in.
I just had a big order come in. I'm going to be a bit late.
Well, get Anna to help. She likes hard work.
I always listen to the boss. Farming is a lousy way to make a living. So, I turn my attention to the feed business. Now I make and sell high-grade mixed animal feed. Change. Innovation.
So you agree, land is hard to come by, and when you get it, the rent is too high. The wealthy landowners take advantage of the regular people.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, Buchel, don't keep my man away from his work, eh?
At least consider a vote for the National Socialists.
Do you trust them, though?
The anti-revolutionary party is the party of the wealthy middle class. They don't care about workers like you.
Listen, people. The bishop declared that membership in the NSA is incompatible with the church.
So,
Catholics and Protestants actually agree on something. We should listen. Dutch Nazis are not going to solve Dutch problems.
The NSB has a vision for all of Europe.
Would you want to live in the boot of that Austrian dude? Have you heard him on the radio?
Listen, Gerard, the real reason that the churches made that declaration is because the clergy is part of the middle class. They made that declaration because they want to retain power. The NSB is breaking down barriers between Protestants and Catholics and everyone else. And they're stealing votes.
I know where my loyalties lie, and they're not with the NSB.
Work and talk, or stop talking.
Things are going to change. You watch.
Vogel. I want fewer regulations and less taxes on my business. Can the NSB do that?
I'm not sure about that.
And voting rights. What happens to those?
They get replaced by a better system.
Why are you pushing the whole NSB thing anyways? They're marginal in Dutch politics.
For now, but things have to change in this country. My family is barely surviving right now.
Wir sind doch wieder ein so anständiges Volk geworden. Wir sind doch jetzt wieder ein so fleißiges und tatkräftiges Volk geworden. Was schaffen wir jetzt nicht wieder in Deutschland? Was haben wir nicht für Aufgaben? Man hat uns die ganzen Jahre schon eingeredet, dass der Deutsche sowieso nicht ganz gleichwürdig sei den anderen Völkern in der Welt.
It was the sound of his voice. I hated the sound of that man's voice. It sounded like he was angry about everything.
Why did you keep listening to him, Opa?
He sounded all right at first, about rebuilding Germany and taking pride in the fatherland.
Then he started rebuilding the Wehrmacht.
Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words. That's important to remember, Anna.
I'll remember it.
We were unprepared for what came next.
Then the annexations began and all this talk of living space. I mean, there were signs, right? You knew it was coming. The militarization of the Rhineland, the annexation of Sudetenland, the partition of Czechoslovakia, the Anschluss in Austria, the invasion of Poland.
Yes, I know. We didn't want to believe that it could happen here. So we just oiled our guns and got ready for a land war.
But they came by air. They fell like hard stones in the soft ground. May 10th, 1940.
I have to go.
Your steps.
Are you crazy? Get out there before you're killed! Go!
Burn the bridges, they said. Pull some reinforcements, they said. So bad.
Hey, I'm on your side! Sorry about that! No kidding. Where are you even shooting at? I don't know. You think I know? The Mossmen are everywhere. They're dropping out of the sky around Moerdijk and the Dordrecht bridges. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen.
They're after the Queen.
Over my dead body.
More of them will be coming this way.
What do we do, sir?
Our bicycle looks nice for parades. It's no match for tanks and air attacks.
Hey, you! Get over there!
You, stay here. I'll go across the river. Maybe scout. Hopefully get some ammo.
Yes, sir. Good luck. What are you going?
Proklamację den Koningin Wilhelmina.
Mein Volk naht online.
Why people? After our country observed the neutrality for all these months, and having no other intention than to adhere to this policy firmly, the German armed forces last night, without the slightest warning, launched a sudden attack on our territory. A solemn undertaking that our country's neutrality would be respected, so long as we maintained it ourselves. I hereby issue a flaming protest against this breach of good faith and violation against all that is seemingly between civilized states. I and my government will do our duty also now. You do yours. Wherever and under whatever circumstances each of you has been placed, with the utmost vigilance and with the inner peace and dedication that a clear conscience affords.
The Queen is gone. And so is our freedom.
Died in 5 days. Some of the dead were soldiers, but most of them were ordinary civilians. Some were children. It's evil. Pure evil. What will you do now?
What we've always done, we'll turn to the Lord.
Notre Dame is an inferno. The smell of burning flesh.
You can never forget that smell. You said that to me once, Opa.
Look around. This is why we hate. You see.
Vaderland getrouwe, blijf ik tot in den dood. Een prinsenpan, oranje ben ik vrij onverweerd. Den koning van Spanje heb ik altijd geëerd.
They just smashed through the Netherlands on their way to Belgium and France. We were a stepping stone in the stream.
They failed to capture the Queen.
They crushed us.
How long here?
How long wilt thou forget me, O Lord? Forever? How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me?
The enemy has taken control of all government ministries.
I know.
Consider and hear me, O Lord my God. Lighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death, lest my enemies say I have prevailed against him. And those that trouble me rejoice when I am moved.
We have to disrupt the flow of information.
I say we burn every one of those offices to the ground. We cannot let them off and use that information.
But I have trusted in thy mercy. My heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. I shall sing unto the Lord, for he hath dealt bountifully with me. I assume this gentleman is here to see you?
Copy, please. Are you Mr. Newkirk?
Yes.
You wrote this article outlining the current activities of German forces in Holland.
Excuse me, but I didn't get your name?
Forgive me. I'm Lieutenant Gruber. Did you write this article?
Yes. Did you like it?
It's inaccurate in a number of respects, and I disagree with your assumptions about our intentions here. You seem to view us as outsiders, here to oppress the Dutch. Nothing could be further from the truth. We think of you as family.
20 dikke Duitsers zwommen in de zee. Namen je bellen, nu de zee mee. Zwommen op de buikjes, zwommen op de rug. Dook ik op je anderen, ze kwamen niet terug.
Are you serious?
Of course! It broke our hearts to have hurt our brothers and sisters in Rotterdam. We'd planned a peaceful takeover, but your army, as ill-prepared for combat as it was, put up quite a struggle. There are good people on both sides.
You don't enjoy the songs of innocent children? I thought the Germans loved singing.
Normally, we do. 2 fat Germans swimming in the sea, dove to the bottom and never came back. What do you call that?
What do you want from me?
Your personal opinions lack the objectivity required to communicate our true intentions, our political aspirations.
Your military aspirations.
You have an opportunity here to work for the betterment of humanity, but you hold on to provocative rhetoric instead. Perhaps this is why our methods will win the day. From now on, you'll submit all of your work to your new editor-in-chief, a member of my staff. One day you will understand the wisdom of what we're doing here. Have it!
I have to hand it to you. I wanted to punch his lights out when he told me to get coffee.
And where would that land us? We have to outthink them. Take the long view. Three dicke Duitsers, woman and say.
This is going to come in handy after journey. Welcome to you all. The first thing we must do is introduce ourselves, but let's not use our real names. That way, if we're caught, we can't share anything more than what we actually know. I am Harm Butler. What do you want?
I have something for her from the Red Cross.
For me? Oh, soap and a toothbrush. Thank you. That's so thoughtful. Thank you, Hilda.
Go! Fritz Koenig. Japperdor. Jan Zuvat.
Anna Heineken?
The Germans have begun to consolidate their occupation by gathering information, occupying small towns, and building bunkers across the countryside. Your mission is to keep stock of German positions and movements in and around your towns. Do this as part of your daily activity. But do not be obvious and keep it only in your memory. I will check in with you periodically. You're going to help distribute underground newspapers, identification cards, and food stamps. And also keep your eye on any NSB members and other collaborators.
We know who they are.
Yes, but some of them are inactive. It's the active ones that we need to watch. But you wouldn't be expected to actually engage anyone. We would have an outside agent come and do that. Tell no one, especially not your families, what you're doing day to day. Do you understand?
Are you afraid?
Of course. They hate bullies.
So do I.
It's risky. Really risky, but we have God on our side.
What does that mean?
It means that God is on the side of the lost and the broken and the beaten down, and right now that's us.
So, God is on my side too?
Yes, of course.
So, hiding in your house, is that cowardice?
We have to resist, or we will be destroyed. I'd rather be at home with my feet by the fire. Believe me.
Well, here we are, Corey. Grant.
Yes, here we are. The only truly good thing that ever happened to me. Have you ever been in love?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
You would know if you had been.
I'll take your word for it.
A few years ago, my church hosted a youth event for all the young Calvinists of our province. Everyone was going. There would be rock and coffee and singing, lots of young people from the area. You know what I mean.
So you went looking for...
To tell you the truth, I went to help set up for the service. I was carrying a huge armload of songbooks into the church with me, and I was about to drop them all when Kurt appeared out of nowhere and took the top half of the pile into his own arms.
Kurt is a German.
Yes, he is. You know, we lived so close to each other that we could almost wave at one another from across the border. He heard about the service by word of mouth, and he came because he's a good Christian man.
So you fell in love, you went to church together, he was your first kiss?
Yes, and none of your business. We became pen pals. We wrote each other. He taught me German, and I taught him Dutch. And then he had to go into the army. We saw each other at holiday times, and we wrote every week. Every night, I used to pray that he would be stationed near my village. And then my prayers were answered.
Corey! Oh, it's so good to see you, Schatz. Schatz! Oh, I miss you. We're gonna have to be careful, Corey. No, it's not like the way things were before.
Then we'll just have to keep our eyes wide open.
We're gonna have to find a better place to meet.
I hope our children have their eyes.
And I hope they have your nose. Oh, I should get going. I'm supposed to be delivering messages for the barracks. I love you.
Aw, that's so sweet. I hope our children have your nose.
I hope they have your eyes.
Muffin mine. Muffin mine.
Muffin mine.
This one who...
It's difficult for my family and friends to understand why I don't hate the Germans the way they do. Do you understand?
I understand. I do.
But you don't approve.
Well, you don't even mind.
I don't care what you or anyone else thinks. How can love be wrong?
Early this morning, in retaliation for attacks on the police by the underground, Dutch police, bastards, rounded up around 425 young men out of the Jewish quarter and shipped them off to Mauthausen in Austria. This is a sentence of death.
Why are you telling me this?
Because she may look innocent, but she's as guilty as any collaborator, or any Nazi for that matter.
She's a local girl. He's a low-ranking foot soldier.
She is screwing the enemy!
Be careful with those ration cards. They're stolen.
I want to help you in your resistance work.
Why can't you be like other girls and just go play with your dolls?
I want to do my part, just like you.
Stay out of this. Go play with your friends.
Only as a cover.
Fine. Take these to the back of the vegetable shop. Say, the last cabbage has worms. They'll take you to the shed, and then they'll give you a new one. Just relax. Be yourself.
Then one day he asked me to take a suitcase to an address in town.
Be careful, it's heavy. I'll put on your bike.
I rode to the address, wrestled the suitcase out, and knocked on the door of the house. No one answered. I knocked again. No one answered. Then I heard angry German voices, so I picked up that heavy case, don't ask me how, and pedaled away. I found a shed behind the church where I rested for an hour or so. Then I went home.
The address was a transfer point for the resistance, but the location had been compromised. I don't know how no one heard you knocking, which is fortunate because that suitcase is full of explosives.
Harm, are you out of your ever-loving mind? Mr. Brimble,
What do you want?
how was work today?
Fine. Why do you ask?
It's a German warehouse now, right?
Maybe.
This must be known to the people around you.
What are you saying?
I'm just giving you some friendly advice.
Are you threatening me?
Me? No, I'm not threatening you.
I work to eat and to feed my family. I follow the rules laid out for me. It's very simple.
There's nothing simple about what you do. Ration carts are life and death, and you control them. I mean, you're in the NSB.
I work doing things that went on before the war. I'm a low-level bureaucrat. I don't deal in military secrets. Now suddenly it's wrong?
No one else sees it that way.
I still need to work. Now piss off.
Oh,
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up, you fucker!
These are ration cards for you to distribute as you see fit. The Germans are becoming suspicious of warehouses that keep losing stock, so be careful. Now go, quickly, before we're seen. But Jan, wait a minute. Do you remember how I told you that if we were ever to need to have someone engaged, that an outside agent would do it? Yes. Yeah, I remember. Why do you ask? Travel's almost impossible. I've been asked to find someone here who can terminate someone. And you've got military training. The man, he works for the Nazis. He's named a number of our supporters. He prevents our operations from succeeding. He must be eliminated. Do you have a pistol? Can you do it? Yeah, just need to know who he is. Can you do it? Yeah, I can do it. All right, this is him here. This is the address where he lives, and this is where he works. Go up to him as if you were asking for some information. Ask his name. When he says yes, draw your weapon and fire. Be sure of him. Yes, sir.
So, this is what you do. You take innocent people and you turn them into terrorists. First your sister Hilda, now him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. But I didn't start this war. And winning it is going to take sacrifice. Maybe even a sacrifice from you.
What are you going to
do? What am I going to do?
Warn him!
I can't warn him, Anna. If I warn him, he'll still be in the
You're
warehouse.
not so
I'll have a bullet in the back of
cold-blooded.
my head. It's not worth the
If
risk.
you do this, you're gonna think about him every day.
That's
Trust
the
me.
price of war. You won't survive unless you realize that.
I'm hardly surviving anyway!
Give me your bag. You know, look, okay, you know what? Here's the choice. Here's the choice. Someone must die. Me and my family. Or him. Who do you choose?
No, you can go out of town. You can go, I don't know.
Who would feed my family? I don't have the proper travel papers. Please, Anna. Don't judge me. What I must do.
It's a Messerschmitt! Yeah, it's a, he's on fire! Wait, Afi, I see movement. He's still alive! Hey, look, I'm a Spitfire. I'm a Messerschmitt. Wait, what's that sound? Oh, look, little flames. It's a B1. It's a doubter. Hey, look, it's Corey. Hey, Muffin Mine. Stupid bitch.
Get away from me, you little prick!
That's enough!
Ow.
That's enough! Call me before something worse comes along!
Thanks. You know how to handle bullies, I see.
Learn from the best.
It's all right. They toughened me up.
Did they?
Corey, are you okay? What happened?
It was nothing, just some boys were teasing me. Where were you last night? I missed you. Did you get called away?
I'm sorry. I tried to get away from the barracks, but I just couldn't. And besides, the underground has been racked lately, so it's more dangerous for me to go it alone. And I'm sorry. Oh, I got your candy. It's coffee from the English Red Cross. Sorry.
There are rumors that the younger soldiers are to be sent to the Russian front.
Oh, you know I can't talk about that.
I know! I just want you to stay with me.
I want to stay too.
Able-bodied Dutch males had to join a national workforce, building all sorts of defense systems, laying barriers made of railway spikes on beaches, building barbed wire fences, or digging tank traps.
You're not a laborer, you own a feed mill.
All the cows have been shipped east. Besides, I want to do my part for the war effort. I just have to get a checkup from the doctor first. I'm feeling a little strange today, Doctor.
All right, let me see here. Okay. I can see immediately that you have contracted a highly contagious skin rash. See, you've got a spot here, and here, and here, and up here, there. You look terrible.
You missed a spot.
Excellent work, nurse. Now, then, you are perfectly capable of physical work, but you will most certainly pass this on to the rest of your co-workers. I'll make a note of that on your medical report. And don't mind if you do begin to itch a bit. That's completely normal. Do you understand?
Yeah, I think I do.
Perfect.
Good morning.
Morning.
Name?
Vim.
Vim what?
Vim Janssens.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. It's just a little skin rash, see?
That's close enough, thank you. Do you have a doctor's report?
Oh, yeah, here.
It says here you're able to work.
Oh, yeah, I'm not afraid of a little manual labor. I want to do my part for the war effort.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Heil Hitler! Deutschland!
Rounds, get out of here. Go home until you're better. Here, don't forget your papers.
And that, my dear, is how you deal with the occupants. Rotmop.
Up they go, Landesrat, Stadt Pharisäer. Tisken Mann, Tisken Frau, mal NSB.
Mr. Buchel?
Yeah? Jan Vanderberg, is that you?
You know me?
I remember you from school. You were on the football team. All of us younger guys looked up to you.
I remember you. You were just a little guy back then.
My wife is an excellent cook. Do you still play football?
Not as much as I would like.
Same here. It's all work, work, work. Do you live around here?
Not exactly.
What brings you to town?
I'm very sorry.
No, please don't. What do you want? Money? Or ration cards? Put away your gun. I swear, I'll quit this job. I won't say anything.
Opa, wait.
Opa?
It's too
Listen
late,
to
Anna.
him.
Yes, please listen to her. I won't say anything.
You have a choice here. I'm sorry, Opa. I'm sorry, Berko. D-Day, June 6th, 1944. Death Day. Some evenings, Opal would sneak out the back door after dark and row a boat out to somebody who had a shortwave radio. So dark out on the cold earth. Hard to see the gray man. Sometimes the news was disappointing. Other times he reported that the Allies had moved someplace or another. One time, he didn't come home from school. When he did come home, he was hiding, muddy. He never said what had happened to him. He was in the underground. He did things you can talk about. Not then, not now. He became a shadow of his former self.
I didn't want these young children to see me. I had a place see what I've done just by looking at me.
You killed Birko!
I did.
You orphaned his children. His wife is a widow. No worse, a widow and shame.
This is true.
You lost yourself out on that street with him that day.
Jan, Anna, what are you doing out here? It's past curfew.
No, that's okay. I'm hiding. Oh, but you have to be careful because the gray men, they can see in the dark.
Anna,
you have to run.
Anna, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go upstairs. See your family. I'll take care of her.
Okay.
Look, say Anna. Sit down. God is close by.
Is he?
He's this close.
I wish I was as strong as you. Are you real?
I am as real as you.
Here, drink this. Try this.
What is it?
It's a granola bar.
Oh, that's delicious. Can I save some for the kids?
Yeah, you can save some for the kids. So that's number
7.
7 children.
Babies are miracles. The child is in me, as we are in the world.
You see, I have so many questions about that.
Liberation is coming. I can feel it.
And don't walk in the streets.
In retaliation for the increased boldness of the resistance and for the murder of a Nazi collaborator, the Germans executed 24 men associated with the resistance movement. The Allies tried to liberate all of the Netherlands on September 17, 1944, in Operation Market Garden. But they could not capture the last, most important British army. The railway workers went on strike in order to impede the German efforts. In retaliation, they cut off food and fuel supplies to the home. The population began to starve. In October 1944, advancing Canadian troops were given the task of finding a new, more convenient port for the war. The task of clearing the Scheldt estuary in North Belgium and southwest Holland fell to the Canadians, the British, and the Poles. A hellish battle lasting over a month. The occupation continues. And the great men are coming.
Yes, what do you want?
Is her husband home?
Of course he's home. It's after
Try! What's going on here? What would you like? Come here!
What's the charge?
Try!
Where are you taking him? Where are you taking him? Yes!
Oh, upon my leave, give my love to the children. Tell them I will see them very soon.
Hello, friend. Greetings, my son.
Hello, gentlemen.
You wouldn't happen to have another one of those bars, would you? pantry's been empty for weeks, sir. I'd offer you a treat. We have to eat sugar beets now. I make sugar beet bread, fried sugar beets, and boiled sugar beets. But fuel's scarce and cooking's hard.
Papa put a bicycle headlight on the ceiling.
And a bike in the other room with a generator mounted onto the back wheel. So if you pedal it, you can get just enough light for your homework.
Sometimes Mom makes this potato soup.
Or at least we think there are potatoes in it. Isn't that right, Pete? It's the starch. You know, you gotta scoop it up so carefully, otherwise the whole business just turns into water again. But we don't complain. Well, we don't complain much. Isn't that right, Pete? Hey, Pete. Pete. Mama?
What happened to you?
Nothing. I was asked about illegal papers and ration cards. Father Norbeek here has been doing sermons from memory. He's a very good preacher for a Catholic.
You were interrogated.
They certainly had their questions.
They made a few more arrests.
I had nothing to do with that.
Of course not.
They just grew tired of questioning me.
The Allies are coming.
They are they? Well, it'll be too late to save me. We've been selected for what we've been told is a special work detail outside of town. But I understand German. We will be taken away to a farmer's field to be shot.
Opa? Take my hand!
O the hope of Israel, a Savior thereof in time of trouble. Why'st thou be a stranger in the land, and as a wayfaring man set aside to tarry for a night? It's the Father's sermon for today. Now go home on it.
Kurt is gone now.
Yes.
I'm sure he's thinking of you.
He never even told me when he was going to leave. This world is shit! There is no room for love!
Go home, it's dangerous here.
I have no home in this country, Anna. The house was blown up 4 years ago, and now my parents have abandoned me. I have no allies here, except for you.
Sunday morning, April 8th, 1945. I
smell paper burning.
Ralph! Ralph!
All right. Looks like the Germans are cleaning up their mess. Father. Father. This is the end for us. We have to try to escape. Oh no, this is a work to go. Hey, I think they're lost. Idiots. Hey! Turn left at the fork in the road. Help me. What are you doing? Father, we have to try to escape. Help me with these ropes. No, I can't. When you go through the village center, you'll come to a bridge. Once you cross the bridge, turn right and then left.
Yeah.
Father, you have to try to escape with me. I've just directed them to a dead end. When I give the word, we're gonna jump.
Go with him, go!
I can't. When we cross through the village center, we'll be in my village. Once we go over the bridge, the truck will turn right and then left. When it turns left, we jump.
Halt the bucket! Our clothes bag! Halt! Halt! Oh, scheiße. Dummkopf! Was? Na und was?
Free. I'm free. Lord, thank you for delivering me.
Run! If they find you, they will kill you! Where is everyone? I insisted on helping my brother in the resistance work. I'd more than proven myself over 3 years. I'd grown up in it. I was a child when I started, but now, you were always my hero, my warrior auntie, the brains of the resistance. Some of the brains, maybe. Harm was the clever one, so organized and stable. He had strong intuition, too. We were to go to one of their meetings in a safe house on the outside of town. I even had my shoes on and was ready to leave with him when suddenly he stopped moving for a few moments. Then he turned to me.
Hey, Hilda, I need you to stay here and catalog ration cards, okay?
But I was no fool. I knew I was being pushed aside or protected or something. Don't be ridiculous! I'm coming along with you!
Not this time.
No, don't go! Please don't go! He went. One of the contacts in the other group wrote the time and place of the meeting on a piece of paper and dropped it into the mailbox at the local police station. Betrayal. We heard later that the police surrounded the house at the time the meeting was supposed to start. Members who arrived late managed to get away, but Harm was inside. He and another man gathered together whatever documents were on the table and hid behind a false wall and closet. It was a tight fit, so they didn't notice that the belt from the man's coat was still hanging out. They could have ordered them to come out. They could have taken them in for questioning, but they didn't. They just shot through the wall with a machine gun. Harm was killed instantly. His body shielded the other man, who survived. The betrayer
was his former school teacher. The belt of a coat killed him. How is this meaningful in any way? Is it getting clearer to you? Can you help me understand it? I mean, give me a sign! Finally, the Allies arrived, mixed in with food drops. Children, watch out! Imagine surviving starvation only to grab food delivery. Watch out!
Let's talk it over.
May 5th, 1945, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Lieutenant General Charles Fuchs dictates the terms of surrender to Colonel General Johannes Blaskowitz. The German army surrenders, the war is over! Proclamatie van Koningin Wilhelmina.
Mannen en vrouwen in Nederland.
Men and women of the Netherlands, our language does not have the words to properly express what lives in our hearts at this fine hour of liberation of all of Holland. Finally, we are the masters of our own house once again. The enemy has been driven from every corner of the country. Gone are the execution squads, the prisons and the torture camps. Gone is the nameless pressure of the persecutor that tortured you for the last 5 years. Gone is the terror of starvation.
Hi, how are you? I'm a Canadian from Canada. Dave's friend. She was a collaborator.
A sexual collaborator? Thor's gun! Why? Why the worst kind? I don't have to explain that to you. Everyone has something to be ashamed of, yet you took special care to do this to her? I don't understand. You weren't there. You don't actually know what we went through.
Oh, you had to be there. That's your defense?
I can't defend myself. I struggled the whole war for basic dignity, and then you took it out on her! Go on, go! Enjoy the party. Corey! Corey! Don't touch me! Where did you go?
Till the wells run dry and each mountain disappears, I'll be there for you to care for you through laughter and through tears. So take my heart in sweet surrender and tenderly say that I'm the one you love and live for till the end of time. Till the wells run dry and each mountain disappears, I'll be there for you to care for you through laughter and through tears. So take my heart in sweet surrender and tenderly say that I'm the one you love and live for till the end of
Excuse me, miss. Did you lose someone?
Yeah. My brother Harm. He was with the underground.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I'm Frank.
Ich bin Hilda. And you lose people also?
Yeah. Many friends. My best friend Chuck died on D-Day a year ago.
Sorry.
Thanks. Your flowers. They're white dianthus.
Pardon?
White dianthus. Where'd they come from?
Oh, we called it Vita Annuum. I grow this myself. I have a few pots at home.
Vita annuum. Nice.
You grow flowers in Canada?
Yeah, I come from a family of growers back in BC. We grow and sell all kinds of flowers. When I go back home, I'm gonna go home and grow things.
That sounds nice.
No more killing, you know?
No more killing. Why don't you help her clean up? The Dutch love cleaning up.
Can I help you with cleaning up?
These two. Maybe it's possible to conjure happiness.
No. I already told you that economic control are back to strengthen the economy.
I don't need more government control in my life.
But economic control can strengthen the economy in good ways.
Says you. Ever since the Germans left, the bureaucrats have come crawling back out from the woodworks.
Ben, you're going to have a heart attack. Calm down.
Yeah, Ben, calm down.
The government picked up right where they left off in 1940. Forms and paperwork for everything. It's going to take me 3 years and 33 permits just to open up a modern feed mill. I can't take a good and healthy shit without the right permits.
Okay, there's more coffee inside. Go.
Yeah, there's a shortage of housing, there's no land to expand farms, and there's no jobs. There's nothing to look forward to.
What about peace?
Peace won't feed our family.
Where will all the children live when they grow up? There's no more farms today than before the war.
And during the war, we knew who the enemy was. And now the collaborators are everywhere. People who got fat on the surplus of war are running the governments.
And another thing, I can't say I like what's happening in the church either. Before the war, the Reformed people, the Roman Catholics, and the non-believer knew their place. Now they all hang around together. I bet they even have church services together. I can't tell the sheep from the goats. The Bible says that we are to stay true to the Word. But how am I supposed to do that if I can't keep the church pure?
Pure of what?
And separate from what?
Liberal theology, apostasy, backsliding, unbelief. You know what I'm talking about. And you, stay ahead of this.
Yeah, mind your own beeswax.
So, you two, are you the goats or the sheep? Just wondering.
Why, the sheep, of course.
The communists are the goats, and the government bureaucrats.
I just want things to go back to the way they were.
And I want my old truck back, and my beat contracts.
How do you keep going? I mean, after everything that's happened, do you just put one foot in front of the other and
Maybe
keep
we
going?
talk together, busy.
Fill your lives with new problems.
Well, not really. We just need to pick ourselves up and get on with it.
Awkward.
This is what I'm thinking. The communists are just hours away in Germany. And you think they're just going to pick up and leave when things calm down? We've seen enough war to know the signs. I love Poland. But I also love my wife and my children. Emigrate?
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 We're going to
Immigration.
Where would you go? Canada.
Truce. I have some good news.
What is it?
I was offered a fair price for the feed mill, and so I accepted.
You sold the feed mill,
I did.
but we?
You know business has been terrible,
yeah, but then
right?
we just have to be patient. Soon.
Truce, we cannot stay here any longer. Nobody's buying specialty feeds.
Okay, we have to move?
No, not just move. Emigrate. We can pack up everything we own into shipping crates. This is a great opportunity, Liebert. Gerard is going to Canada.
Canada?
Yeah, Canada is a big and beautiful country. A place where we can make a name for ourselves. We can build one of our churches there. And there will be lots and lots of Dutch people. You'll see.
Okay, so I love the Netherlands.
I love the Netherlands too. We can come back and visit sometimes. This will be a great adventure.
I don't want any more adventures.
Canada is a big and beautiful country. No fighting. Huge farms.
Everyone we know is here.
I know.
Paint and Dutch soil, remember? I think about it when I put seeds in the ground and when the seedlings grow.
Canada will be more than just a home for us. It'll be a home for our children and our grandchildren. Okay?
And then the fever struck. Immigration fever, and here they are. New opportunities.
They're establishing a Dutch colony in Brazil.
No, that's Argentina.
No, it's Brazil.
They have really good coffee.
Australia. Yes, better coffee than
No. No, they don't.
No, I don't.
What do you think? Well, I'm going to Canada. Did you ask for the best? France. You want us to go to France? You know what the French are like?
Hey, at least you know what to be getting there.
Yeah, not very much. You look at America. America's not accepting immigrants right now.
Canada.
Pardon?
Canada.
Canada. How can you Canada? They're expecting farmers.
Hey, Canada wants farmers!
Oh, you can
Oh, cool. I'm not a farmer.
Do you know how to milk a cow?
My dad has a few goats. Have you milked them before? A few times?
It's all the same as cows. Congratulations! You're a farmer!
Look at them. I think they're a bunch of children with new boy.
Oh my word, look at the size of those fields. Go on forever. Wait, what crop is that? That's me. Yeah. That's me. Hey, you got a tractor? Wait, that's a combine, but yeah, I think that's a tractor. Might be too big to bike there.
It's a big country. There's lots of snow, and it's far away. But it's also the land of the liberators, and now they're inviting us to come. It makes perfect sense to go.
I don't think I'll ever get used to singing that song.
You come?
Of course I'm coming.
Identification?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. The crate will arrive in 1 month. The truck will be backboard in a week. You board the Tabinta September 15th, 1947. There's your ticket. A family of 10 from Amersfoort, Utrecht via Rotterdam to Halifax, then to Chatham, Ontario, Canada. Thank you. Next!
Chatham? Chatham, Ontario. Chatham, Ontario.
Ticket for a family of 8 from Emmen-Drenthe via Rotterdam to Quebec, then to Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Thank you. Next!
Winnipeg?
Manitoba?
One single ticket from Montreal, then to Onion Lake, Saskatchewan, Canada. Ticket for family 5 to Galt, Ontario, Canada.
Galt. Good night.
Food for the journey.
And so we went from every province of the Netherlands to ships with strange sounding names bound for the promised land. There were more ships than provinces and many willing but frightened travelers. I mean, they had no idea what they were in for.
waved and waved until they couldn't see us anymore. Probably longer. We boarded the Ark and abandoned ourselves to our own ocean of tears.
I was expecting a bit more luxury. This old junker looks like a troop ship.
It was a troop ship. For Dutch troops.
Bound for Indonesia, right?
Suppose you could have joined up with them. Gone on the adventure of a lifetime in Indonesia.
No. No more guns and no more war. All I want is a boring, peaceful life.
With a new language to learn? And a house full of kids?
Yes, and hard work.
Suppose it'll help you take your mind off things.
Would that be so bad?
You are running away from what happened to you over there. It doesn't work, you know.
There's no point in living in the past, Anna.
The past sticks to us in the present. I mean, you killed a man. You stood by while Corey was attacked. I mean, you might as well have just...
I know what I did! If I could change things, I would! But I can't. The only thing I know, the only truth I know is I know the truth of me. You don't want to know that.
Mom! Ladies and gentlemen, we are now heading out into the open Atlantic. You may notice an increased swell in the ocean. This is normal.
Increased swell. This is a hurricane!
I'll be fine. I'm ready for this. My cousin came back to Indonesia by boat. He said to keep my eyes on the horizon and not to think about food. Is it simple? Yes. It isn't so bad. I was born for this. Fresh sea air.
Isn't it just terrible?
Is what terrible?
The roar of the engine, the feeling of your stomach sloshing around.
I'm not thinking about that right now.
Oh, what did you have for dinner?
Shut up. Shut up.
I had the fish myself. Didn't much care for it though. Too oily. Might have actually been an eel.
Eyes on the horizon. Fresh sea air.
I'm glad I didn't have the stew though. It looked like something is spread on top of a field, you know?
Oh my.
Oh, was it something they ate?
And all the rest of it. You've been at sea for 12 days. It feels like it's been 12 years. That's just because you've never been out of sight of
land! I see land!
Where?
That's not land. That's a cloud.
No, look! That's not land, Lynn, that's a rock.
Oh, that's not a rock. That's Newfoundland. Hey, you'd like it over there. All hard and crusty on the outside.
Ha ha, the apple did not fall far from the tree.
Oh. Your home? Something like that.
Does it all look like that?
No, wait. Just wait. Look at that. Is it a house? That's a lighthouse. And that? Oh, well, that's a people house. It looks like a dollhouse. A pink dollhouse.
I needed to look at that. Even if it is rock.
Mom! Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be disembarking tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Please make preparations.
That's Halifax. I expected something a bit more, well, neater. Oh well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you've enjoyed your passage to Canada. On behalf of the crew, we'd like to wish you well in your new lives here in this country. Disembarkation may now commence.
So now we are the strangers.
I suppose we are.
Welcome, Doya Canada. Sabatagaba, Zuwababa, Siviga Glalaba, Zaraba, Walaba.
What did he say?
Oh, he welcomes you in the name of the Queen and the Prime Minister and wishes you well as you begin your new lives here.
But who was he?
Just some guy.
People line up here. Before you pass through immigration, you must have your footwear sterilized. You had a case of hoof and mouth disease, and we can't take any chances. Hey there, sweetheart. Hold it. You gotta go through with the rest.
Me?
Hey.
I feel like a cow.
Everything appears to be in order, except, how do you say this? Iski?
Krista. Hey? Step.
How about we call you Grace? Good luck in Chatham, Grace. The train station's right over there.
Thank you very much. Pretty good, eh? There's more than one scholar in the family. Liebeke, Solika, Olika, Bolika, Kanal. Olika, Bolika, Liebeke, Solika, Olika, Bolika, Kanal. Olika, Bolika, Liebeke, Solika, Olika, Bolika, Kanal. Olika, Bolika, Liebeke, Solika, Olika, Bolika, Kanal.
Wow, sure isn't first class.
At least it doesn't roll from side to side. Truce. I was able to get some groceries. I got some oranges, bread and peanut butter. Tris?
Thanks.
Everything seems so strange.
It doesn't smell like Holland. Now, is that the barn or the house?
I don't know. But it could use a coat of paint. I find most of the buildings here could use a coat of paint.
Look at the size of that manure pile.
Well, we'll have to sleep on the benches. Good night, dears. Go to sleep. Are you tired?
Yeah, I'm tired. Are you tired?
I'm exhausted.
Are your children asleep?
Yeah, finally. All of them.
Yeah, you have 7 children, right?
6. And one more on the way.
You lost your boy, Pete.
Yeah. Starvation.
Do you hate them? The Germans.
Yes. What they did to us was evil.
It was. A great evil.
And us, leaving him there alone, also feels wrong.
I'm so sorry for you, Tante Cruz. And for Cousin Pete. And for Corey.
Yeah. Corey, you were all very angry about what happened. Well, none of that really matters anymore, does it?
It does. I mean, it mattered to her. And it matters to me.
Yeah. Corey. I'm sorry. You do things and you don't always think about the results.
You know, my father was born here in Canada. I don't remember him, I never knew him, but I think he was a part of the result of the war.
Do you know what happened to your father?
He died by suicide. And he left me and my mother and my grandmother to fend for ourselves, which we did. God, I always wonder what kind of legacy he left for me.
What do you mean by legacy?
Well, he killed himself, so.
So, you think you might do the same?
I've thought about it. I think about it.
But your father, he's more than that. How he ended his life?
See, that's the thing. I don't know much about the better things, and that makes me so angry. Most days I'm just angry.
So maybe then you have some people to forgive too.
Everyone has someone to forgive, or many people to forgive. I assume for my father it was probably no different, but I didn't know him, so.
Peter was born here. He didn't experience the war. He was Canadian like you. I couldn't be a father to him. And maybe that's why he left home so young and went west.
Maybe that's why I left home and went east. Put my pieces together.
Wait, your family, they didn't...
Oh, no. My family loved me. I just have a hard time loving me. You know, it's so messed up in here.
So maybe that's why it's so important for you to spend so much time at the store.
What?
Fitting your pieces together.
Toronto! Everybody off for Toronto! Union Station home of the Stanley Cup champions, the Toronto Maple Leafs, 4 years running. Remain aboard for all points north and northwest, Barrie, Midland, Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie, Wawa, Fort William, Port Arthur, and the West.
That's us. Jan, Kiss, everyone from London to Windsor and Toronto. Come on, hurry up!
Look at this place.
Look at all this food.
Hey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to your new home. My wife and women from the church scoured the old barn so much the paint nearly came off. They did some baking, too. Let's see what we got here. We got some bread, biscuits, and, well, I'm not going to tell you guys how food works. Oh, yes, sorry. The outhouse is just that way past the lilacs.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Thompson. I start work for you now?
Oh, you just finished a very long journey. You rest, and we'll talk about tomorrow. We'll talk about work tomorrow, okay? There's no rush.
Thank you.
I work like a slave for Mr. Donnelly for $50 a month. The boys work for nothing.
Hey, when you're done on that post hole, I want you to start on a trench for a water line. From the house to the barn.
Today?
Yeah, today.
Okay, boss. After supper, I'll start.
I'll tell you when it's supper. Keep working, you lazy sack of shit. Hey, I said get back to work on that trench. Hey, you get your ass back here and get back to work.
Don't do that.
Then get back to work, you lazy son of a...
No. Hold on, Dad.
Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! I will kill you, you rotten You are crazy! Get off my land, you freak! Before I have the immigration people send you back!
We must leave tonight. We'll pack everything and take it to the end of the lane. We'll gather the children and we'll join Gerard in Galt. I'll call him right now.
I'm sorry.
Everything will be all right. You'll see. You called him often.
For For a second there, I thought...
You thought you were in prison?
Yeah. Prison. I thought I could be strong. I thought it would be possible to resist, but no.
I know the kinds of things they did. You should not feel bad.
I'm so ashamed, Anna. With the loss of one fingernail, I thought I would lose my mind. By the time most of my nails were gone, I would have sacrificed everyone I loved just to make that pain go away. Including Ace and you. I gave up my fellow agents. All of them. Every last one. I feel like the lowest of them. Well, I feel like a piece of shit. Just completely unlovable.
Yeah! Unlovable?
Yeah.
Still now?
Yeah.
You try to bottle those feelings, but they become anger and depression.
How do you know?
Because, Opa, this is my life too. You gave me so many beautiful stories, but you also gave me your sadness and your depression. And my father died because of it.
Wait, I caused...
Oh, no, you didn't cause Peter's death. It's never that simple.
I know what happened when I first looked at you. Stupidly, I waited for you to tell me yourself.
I couldn't say it, Stephen. I just couldn't.
Not even to me! Little me!
I can't. I couldn't find words.
No, don't look at her! Tell me!
I was ashamed!
Ashamed? Because they hurt you?
Your children never knew.
No, I thought they would have thought less of me.
Stubborn! They would have loved you anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, and I am sorry. I am so sorry.
Opa, you weren't responsible for the death of those agents in your group. It was somebody else who betrayed them.
You know this.
I'm a historian. We find things.
Herod is on his way.
Heska!
Opa?
Yeah.
Asking for help is hard, but it's also brave.
Women truce? Yeah. You sure? I am. Welcome to Canada. Or, well, Winnipeg. Oh, make sure to keep an eye on your kids, or else some dang mosquitoes are going to go get them. Well, I have the truck back there. You put all your stuff in the flatbed. The wife picks up the other house pretty good. Hopefully we'll catch all in there.
What crop is that in the field? Looks like sugar beets.
Yep, those are sugar beets, all right?
I thought so. This is a lot of sugar beets.
Yeah, we're 200 acres. Enough work for everyone.
They told us this was a wheat farm.
They did.
I thought we'd seen the end of sugar beets during the war.
I know.
Is something the matter?
No, everything is fine.
Well, we're here. Well, here it is. I think I'll find everything you need here. Beds, dishes, linens. There's water in the stock tank. The outhouse isn't too far from here. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 5 for work, okay?
Yeah, boss.
It's a chicken coop, Vim.
Technically, it's a beach shack.
It's a beach shack with cow shit for caulking.
It'll be all right.
I'm going to be living in a beach shack with 6 children.
It'll be all right, Truce. This is gonna be a great story. It's just the first step. John is a nice man. The days are long. The work is hard. I don't think Truce likes it much here. 1 year in the beach shack feels like 10. I should have never persuaded her to come.
Tante Truce? Can you get up?
I can't do it, Anna. I tried. For Vim and the children. But everything is too strange. It's too big.
Truce just has a touch of homesickness.
No, this isn't a touch of anything. Take her home. Take her to Pete.
The soil smells wrong.
Truce. It's time to go home. Back to Holland.
Back to Pete. This is the right choice. For everyone. Okay?
Goodbye, Vim. Goodbye, Tante Truce.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Joe, that's Bill.
Hey.
You speak good English. They teach you that in school?
Yes, I also speak German.
You won't need German here. Light housekeeping and maybe some babysitting is what we need. Is this your child?
Yes, Joanna.
Paperwork didn't mention a child.
She's very quiet and she can sleep with me. Her father was killed in action in the war.
Okay. We'll see how things go, maybe for a week or so.
We sure make a lot of dirty dishes, eh?
I don't mind, it keeps me busy. Where's Joan?
I took her and the kid into town. Something at the church. You sure look pretty in that dress.
I don't think you should say that sort of thing to me.
Oh, why not? It's true.
It may be true, but that doesn't make it right.
You know, Corey, you must be so lonely out here on your own. I can help with that.
I'm not lonely. I have my daughter.
Oh, come on, Corey. It's not a big deal.
When do you pick up Joan?
Well, in about an hour or so.
It's just enough time for you to pay me my week's wages, for me to pack, and for you to drop me off at the train station. Or I could stay here and tell Joan that you tried to rape me.
Whoa!
Oh, I know she probably won't believe me, but I have a feeling she knows you pretty well. The seed of doubt will make your life hell. Right? Shall we go? Just tell her I was homesick. This is Joanna.
Hi, you want me to go pick some flowers for you? Yeah, I would absolutely love that.
Not too far, Scott.
Oh. This is so weird.
What part of it?
I don't know, feeling protective of my mother? Oh, you are the toughest woman I know.
Well, turns out the war prepared me for moments like this. I'm sick of the prairies anyhow.
BC will be better. Oh, you gave me that fire, Gran. You really did.
I'm glad I was able to give you something. That stupid fruit stand wasn't much of an income earner.
You said to me once that Kurt was the best thing that ever happened to you.
Did I say that? Well, I'm sorry. That ever made you feel less. Because I love you. Dickens. Hope you know that. Kurt never came back from Russia. He's probably buried there somewhere in an unmarked grave where nobody knows who he was. A piece of me is still there with me. You, two grandfathers. I need you to remember.
I'll remember that.
The worst part is not being able to talk to anyone about it. Who wants to hear the story of a German soldier, a Dutch woman, and their bastard child?
Well, I do.
Of course.
Maybe more people now.
Maybe. That's my goodbye, sweetie. Come home. Soon.
Hilda.
Frank. Be worthy of her. And God bless you both.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to see so many happy faces here today, and with so much yummy food, too. You know, the Bible tells us that we are to also feed our spirits. And so it is my hope that one day we will have a church of our own, so we may feed the souls of God's children.
We'll need to build schools, too. I want to help, Pastor.
I know you will all do your part. We have so much to offer the people of this country. I believe we will become known as a church of community builders.
Yes.
Right, yeah. Amen to that.
Now, I want you to think about something. Whether we band together and buy this very plot of land, we have come so far from the old country. We have survived the oppression of the occupants. We have painted every barn from here to Fort Erie. And I say, it's about time we have a place of our own. Amen. Yes.
Put the pulpit right here. Hear, O Israel!
No, over here, in the shade, with a view of the lake.
What do you say, Anna? The picnic will be over soon, and then people will be going home.
Me? I'm not much of a preacher,
You told me once that everyone has a story to tell.
When I was little, I thought my family was kind of messed up. And then as I grew older, oh, I knew it was true. I had a good life growing up in BC with Mom and Gran and visiting Opa and Oma on the farm in Ontario, but it was hard for me to put the pieces together. It felt like there was this whole country between the parts of me. And I think I was looking for my father somewhere in that. I needed your help to do that. Trying to understand the mess of immigration and war, I mean, it just plain marked us. I wish I could say that knowing all this fixes everything about me. It doesn't. But it helps. A little. A lot. Thank you. Oh, it's so good to be home.
thee. All through the night, soft the drowsy hours are creeping, hill and vale in slumber steeping. I my loving vigil keeping, all through the night, while the moon her watch is keeping, all through the night, while the weary world is sleeping, all through the night. O'er thy spirit gently stealing, visions of delight revealing. Breeze a pure and holy feel,